Well, folks, we are at the top 10 best movie characters of the 2010s. And it definitely was the main top 10, but let's get to our way up. Let's get one thing really quick. Perfect. Now, coming in at number 10 is Miles Morales from Spider-Man. As I'm filming this video, I'm currently playing through Spider-Man Miles. If I have my view up like before active, I upload this portion of the video, but definitely I lost it when I eventually played the game, but in a good way, obviously. But yeah, let's talk about Miles Morales into Spider-Verse. Like this, I think really did bring Miles Morales into the limelight, and for good reason, honestly. Like it's because of how compelling and interesting he ended up as a character. He's not really like a Black Peter Parker that he would be. He's his own interesting character. He's going through his own unique struggles, what he's been through like with his family, his uncle Aaron, and makes him he really captures the thing what makes Spider-Man such a relatable character, because he's relatable. It's just a regular person just happens to get bit by a radioactive spider. And that happens to him, and he goes through a lot of growth, significant interesting growth throughout the entire movie. Especially with relationships with other characters like Gwen and Peter Parker. One thing he has to really come to his own as a character. It's going to be interesting what they do with his character in the next Spider-Man, because I am definitely very excited. But yeah, Miles Morales that's list number 10. I didn't mention his character on this list later up, but coming number 9 we have Terrence from Whiplash. Yeah, Terrence, but the amazing J.K. Simmons, who rightfully so that off school when he got the Oscars, like his character's appearance what people remember being the most for, by so many great qualities, but people remember most for him and basically all the insults he'll give as Miles Morales' character. Like he's basically the most batshit crazy teacher you will ever meet, that just like beats you down and just tears you a new one. But he never does it because he really wants to push him to his best, but he does it in a gravelly, vulgar way. And J.K. Simmons pretty much nails every emotion he gives to his character. Like he's insane, crazy, but just in all the right ways. And J.K. Simmons, he's the best performance, honestly. Like, come on. Now, at number 8, we get to one of 3 MCU characters on this list. Yeah, I decided to include 3 MCU characters because, well, not. But really, I decided to include just 3 on this list. Again, still one of my best performances, so I would include like the entire MCU. Half of them will literally make the actual list, not just actual top 50 yet, as well. Like, I think half the bottom actually make the actual top 50, because there are so many memorable characters in the MCU. So I think it's best to just include 3 of the ones listed, 3 of them didn't actually make the top 10. So at number 8, we have Captain America from the MCU, from First Avenger to the Avengers to Winter Soldier to Age of Ultron to Civil War, Infinity War, and of course his heroic end in Endgame. Like, Captain America is such a beloved character for a freaking reason. He was actually my number 1 favorite here in the MCU, but my number 1 favorite character, but a couple that kind of up and down a bit, but he's still an amazing character. Captain America is still amazing, Chris Evans is still amazing, goes through an amazing growth throughout these time movies, in terms of action, emotion, heart, just amazing. Coming in at number 7, we have Joy from Inside Out. I mean, I had to include a character from Inside Out top 10. I mean, you guys know how much I adore Inside Out at this point, and I'd say when I kind of actually put on the list onto in terms of the movie, because there were definitely a lot of amazing characters in that movie. But me, Joy being main lead, and Joy pretty much represents the one this movie is so great, honestly. Like, so he's someone that always wants to be happy, someone who always wants to have Riley be happy and be just positive all the time. Then she learns throughout the movie that sadness is a good emotion. You can't be positive, and you just can't be positive all the time. Especially in that beautiful scene where she's born around his memories and she just cries. Like, that's just, whereas that it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel sadness. You can't just be happy-go-lucky, positive all the time. That's what Joy pretty much learns throughout the entire movie, and that's in alone is why she's in top 10. But she definitely kind of makes a lot of searches for positivity, but that kind of what makes her relatable. So yeah, easy top 10 for me. And number 6, we're not get to what is the best villain of our Cinematic Universe, and that is Thanos. Thanos. I hate Thanos. Like originally Zemo was my favorite villain in the MCU. Like, it's also the most underrated character. Honestly, it probably would be my top 5 characters, honestly. But again, yeah, top 3 here. But Thanos and Infinity War pretty much just cement him as my favorite villain because he's one of the been building up since the Avengers, honestly. And if you're building up a villain, you have to do him right. To just kind of see why he's doing what he's doing, and they do understand the reason why he's doing what he's doing, and it makes you actually. And if anyone else does a great job making Thanos feel human, like, when you think about it, Infinity War really is Thanos' movie, and MTS are just in it, it's just, that's incredible, like, they really good to make Thanos feel so interesting and emotional, like, there are a lot of things where he actually even cries, like, man, like, it's amazing how they really give you to actually feel for Thanos, and how I love them in Endgame, honestly. As well, honestly, like, Thanos is just a really compelling character. Incredible villain. Josh Brolin does a masterful voice work in motion captures. Just, he's the bottom what every villain really should be, honestly, and that's easy at the top 6 for me. Again, the number top 5, but he's easy would be on this list. Now, at number 5, we have Caesar from the Planet of the Apes trilogy. Because I had to include Caesar high up on this list. Again, it's definitely surprising how surprising this trilogy was, especially after the third one. When they announced to make another reboot, as kind of giving me a prequel, it's like, oh, come on, they're doing this again. But the first came out, it really surprised so many people how actually good it was. And Dawn continued to blow everyone up, and the war is just an emotionally gut punch. And probably the best thing that makes me so great is definitely Caesar as a character played excellently by Andy Serkis. Shut up, John! Hello, I'm again. Same best up for Caesar, you know, not nominated and all that, but yeah, what do you say? Caesar definitely is an incredible protagonist. He's someone that really just goes through a lot, and one thing they want to focus on apes in these movies, but they really do actually focus on Crazy Caesar. Like, first one out, no. And the first movie is just an impactful scene, and all the stuff they goes through with is Cobra, trying to make the apes better lives, and all they've been through, especially in war. It's just, it makes it makes Caesar such a compelling character with an excellent motion capture of Andy Serkis, which hit him with so much emotion, troubles, and just so much I've been through, and a perfect ending for him is just pure magic and bliss. Now, I guess coming in number 4, we have Kylo Ren from the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Now, say what you will about this sequel trilogy, because I'm not with Defenders, even wanting to deal with them in the Rise of Skywalker, Kylo Ren has definitely been about the best and most consistent thing throughout this trilogy. Like, yeah, I always loved him Force Awakens, but actually I've spent my true love for this character, and I think last time I really meant to be in my favorite character of the decade. Just, again, he easily could have been, like, this character easily could have been a wannabe Darth Vader, but they actually make him more compelling, they actually make him a more emotional character, especially when you see, like, what he's been through and all that. But because they go through a lot of conflicting emotions, that makes him more and more compelling, especially because Han Solo in Force Awakens, and with Snoke in The Last Jedi, and it's weird that they kind of like, you know, redeemed him in The Rise of Skywalker. He was still the best part of that movie, honestly. He was still what Olympians is the best part of that movie, even if you weren't really a fan of it. And Adam Driver really plays a lot of stuff characters to perfection. Like, this movie really put Adam Driver on the map, and for good reason. Like, this guy has a true talent in the world, and Batman pretty much spent him, like, man. Number 3, we get the third MCU character on this top 10, and that is, of course, Tony Stark. Like, I mean, come on, like, Tony Stark is a truly amazing character in this entire MCU. Like, let's be aware that Captain America is the best character of the MCU, best hero of the MCU. But it's amazing what this character has been through throughout his entire run, not just on the first Iron Man movie, but pretty much ever since then, because Iron Man 2 was one of the stupid, but the Avengers, Iron Man 3, Age of Ultron, and especially Civil War, where basically just wants to, sign the accords and all the actions they've been through. Of course, there's a lot of time in Homecoming as well, and Infinity War. Just what this character really has been through in these movies. The arc he's been through is why Tony Stark is always become a staple of the MCU, and for the same good reason why he, to his death, he will always be like, if they end up bringing his character back, which I hope they don't, and I hope they ditch that, that'll be one of the biggest sins ever. Now at number two, we have Baby from Baby Driver. I talked about a lot of this morning, so I'm not sure to mention why Baby Driver is high on this list, honestly. And some of that not just because they're actually just small admit because of a certain quality, but Baby Driver is a truly amazing character. It's relatable, funny, cool, awesome, played excellent Al Gore is one of the most coolest and strongest characters you ever see, and he easily had to be in the top 2 spots, but what character actually beat him? But before we get to my number 1 spot, let's get into the 10 more honorable mentions on characters I absolutely loved. This did not quite make the actual list. These are 10 characters that just weren't close of making the actual top 10, but this didn't. Those 10 characters are Howard from Uncut Gems, Rick Dalton from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Stutter from Crackle Now, Lena from Annihilation, Katniss from the Hunger Games franchise, Joseph Cooper from Interstellar, Scott from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Ava from Ex Machina, Arrietty from The Secret World of Arrietty, and the character that just barely in the top 50 as a whole, Evelyn from A Quiet Place. All basic characters that just didn't bring me to the list. And now, the moment you all been waiting for, my number 1 favorite movie character of the 2010s decade is Kayla from 8th grade. Any reason why Kayla is actually at number 1, my favorite movie character of the 2010s out of so many wonderful characters, is the fact that Kayla is pretty much me. Kayla is pretty much who I am as a person, and she's one of the most relatable characters probably the most relatable character I think I've ever seen in any film I have seen. Like, once I've just been through all my social anxiety, YouTube, and there's not that much views, like, all the different movies basically what I've been through and what I dealt with, so that is probably why Kayla is my number 1 favorite movie character of the 2010s decade. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed me discussing my next top 50 list of my top 50 best movie characters of the 2010s decade. And I'd love to know down in the comment section down below what are your thoughts on this list, and what are your favorite movie characters of the decade. I would love to know down in the comment section below, and to do one of my favorite movie moments, watch those out. Let me know what other future thoughtful lists you want me to do down in the comments down below. I would love to hear your suggestions. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly honestly appreciate it. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites, all information down below. I'm saying more the views. I will see you next time, as always. Stay cool, everybody. Peace.